All right, man. So this is episode technically number 35 of the Final Circle podcast. What's up, everybody? We had a little bit of a hiatus, but we're back and we got a ton of stuff to talk about. So what's going on, man? How you been?
Not bad. Just hanging out, enjoying life a little bit. Summer's over, so kind of sucks.
Yeah.
Just busy with work,
Yeah,
But
yeah, it does suck.
still playing.
Yeah, that's good. You're recording this, by the way, right? Audio?
Yeah.
Extra? Yeah. Nice, man. Same here, dude. I've been, summer's over. That's a bummer, but good time for gaming coming in. But now, really, though, is like the perfect weather. So I'm still trying to get a lot of outdoor time and then, get ready for the winter and stuff where it's like serious gaming time. But I want to make sure I get some sun before it goes away. You know what I mean?
Oh, definitely. You gotta get it in now. And I know as gamers, it's kind of hard to do, but I've been trying to be outside and stuff like that. I also bought like a smoker, so I'm like smoking and shit. I was like stoked about it.
Yeah. We were talking about that in the last podcast. We started off with smoking brisket or
smoking
bought, so
meats.
it's funny. Smoking the meats.
I had a funny conversation with the guy at work. He's like, I always talk to him. He's like an older dude. And I was like, yo, you ever smoked meat before? And he was just like, what? What did you say? What did you say? Like over messages too. And I was just like, I mean, like a smoker. And he was like, oh yeah. He's like, I got one. He's like, it's dope. But I was like, the way I phrased it, I was like, wait.
Yeah, it started off a little weird. That's
it got a little awkward real quick.
Yeah. And speaking, kind of switching topics, like speaking about like being outside, I'm wearing my Fitbit again, and
I saw you
kind of like, yes, and I'm trying to like track because it's kind of crazy. If you work at a desk and then if you game or do something on the computer at night, you're really not getting a ton of steps in. So I've been like trying to think about like getting up more. And then it also, I don't know if you were in the stream when we were talking about this, but I saw another YouTuber or streamer, I should say. He's on Twitch. His name is Jared Jer on Twitch. He's got a heart rate monitor that he wears while he streams because he had a little number in the corner of his stream. And I'm like, oh, what's that number? And he's like, oh, it's my heart rate. I'm like, oh, I've heard about this. This is pretty cool. But unfortunately, the Fitbit doesn't pair up with OBS, or with any of the stream things, which I use. So I found a really, really, really cheap kind of like knockoff heart rate monitor that apparently pairs up to your computer with like Bluetooth. So I'm going to try it out just for like on the low. And if it's cool and people like it, then you could always upgrade later. But I just ordered it and I'm going to try to hook it up to my stream because like even wearing my Fitbit, I looked at it during the day and it's kind of crazy. Like I wore it and I looked from, when I streamed from like 12 to 5 and the one day I won 3 dinners in a row and you see it like peak. It went straight down, peaked at the 3 games I won being like in the final top 2 final circle situations. Actually, it got like in the low hundreds, like 110 or something, which was pretty high for like just sitting down. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that is pretty interesting. I wonder if it actually does. I mean, in theory, if your heart rate's up, you are burning more calories. But I feel like your heart rate's not like up long enough. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, hey, dude, it said I was in fat burn for like for a little bit. I was hilarious. Now, like, hey, I'm not the healthiest guy out there, but I'm like not. I'm not completely out of shape. I'm like a healthy guy.
I mean, you're burning fat sitting down. That's pretty impressive.
Yeah. So, but I don't know if that's good, man. But I've been trying to be a little bit more fit and like getting steps in and running and stuff. But it's hard when you're just gaming all day. And I've been gaming so much PUBG, dude. I crushed this. To get in some gaming this pass, man, they did the Survivor pass.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like already past it ends at 100. I'm at like 110 right now. So today, and I'm almost done with all the weapon missions. So today I played on PC.
Yeah, I saw.
Which was interesting.
Yeah, very interesting.
With a controller, which is my first time playing with a controller on the computer. It was really frustrating to set up, man. It was super, super frustrating.
Yeah, was it not worth it, you think?
No, it was worth it, but the issue is that after the update, my PUBG was not launching correctly. So, and every time I changed my controller setting, it recommended that like I relaunch PUBG. So I would I would do a controller setting. It would be like, I don't like this controller setting. Then I'd switch it, have to exit out of my PUBG. Then it wouldn't launch correctly. Then I'd have to like control delete it like a million times in Steam and then like try to do it. And it was like getting so frustrating. I was like, this is so annoying.
Yeah.
And, I eventually got the right setting and figured everything out, and it actually worked out pretty well. But the game is it's not. We talked about this a million times. It's not identical to console, and it's it works like if you're up close and over the shoulder firing at somebody pretty close, like with a submachine gun or something, it feels pretty much the same. But if you're firing at somebody like long distance or mid range, like they're just wrecking you with AR control. Like the mouse and recoil control is so much better with the mouse, and the recoil is insane with the controller. It's very hard to control.
Yeah, they toned it down for console, right? The recoil.
I think so, man, because it's noticeably different, and I'm pretty good at controlling the recoil on Xbox.
When I watched you play, I was like, "Holy shit!" I'm like, "How did you hit that guy?" Because like I watched it just like bounce a lot.
Yeah, and I was pushing my thumbstick. I play inverted, so I push up to push the recoil down, and I was pushing up like crazy, and it was hard. Like with the AK, it was just insane for me with the controller. So overall, I just don't think it's worth it. But honestly, like. We won a game at the very end in a squad, and I started getting like kills and stuff, and I wouldn't have been able to do that if I was playing with a mouse and keyboard. Like I can shoot people with mouse and keyboard, but my movement skills, like at least with the controller, I was able to still maneuver really well. Like I was getting on the roofs and doing awesome ledge grabs, and I would have never been able to do that with a keyboard like WASD at my current skill level.
Yeah, it's definitely a steeper learning curve, but at the end of the day, it's probably better.
Yeah, it's way better.
It's just
but honest.
It's painful.
Yeah, it is. It is. But you know what's crazy, man? Sorry if I'm going all over the place right now. I had like 19 coffees today by accident too. I had a bunch of caffeine, and then my fiance brought me a coffee at the end of the stream, and I was like, I already had a bunch today, but I'll have another one.
YOLO.
But what was I going to say? So crossplay is coming, and what's crazy to me is that WTF Moses, who's a commentator for PUBG and a streamer, and I follow him on Twitter now, and he has a lot of commentary. He legitimately commentates for PUBG, but outside of the game, he has a lot to say about it. And he was giving out some stats about how many people play North America. We might have been talking about it on the podcast that like I think right now like the healthy player base in North America on PC is only like I think he might have said like 50,000 players or something like that. I don't know if that's true, but it's really low. It's the smallest percentage is like, it's mostly Asia and then EU, and the North American percentage is very low. We're talking like in the teens of all the people that play PUBG on PC, or maybe even like lower than that. And I kind of noticed because when I was on the PTS recently, I couldn't get a game. And then today, I was getting games, but like it took a while to get most of the games. And most of the time I got in the lobby, there would be like 60 people. And on Xbox, that's never the problem. And I play crazy times. I play early in the morning, middle of the day, at night, and I never have a problem on Xbox. So I'm almost interested to see the Xbox numbers. And then with crossplay coming soon, dude, like I think console, if you're in North America, I feel like console is going to be your best bet to getting like a game for the most part in any lobby.
Really?
But maybe
so you're saying that there's more like the player base is just far greater on console right now than it is.
Well, I don't know that. I don't know that for sure, but I know just anecdotally that I never wait for a game on Xbox. Like if you wait, if your queue even like waits on Xbox, I'm like, this is weird. I'm waiting like 10 seconds, or 30 seconds or whatever. But like on PC, there's usually a wait, and then the lobbies weren't full. So I just anecdotally, it just seems like, I don't know, unless I'm missing something. And like I tried to get into a zombie game. It was just in custom games, there's just a few Asian custom games, and no one starts the game. I don't get it. It's like extremely frustrating.
Oh my god, I
don't. And then so then I quit. I couldn't play zombies, and I just did a controller on. I did solos, duos, and squads. I was able to get games in all of the playlists, but some of them took a while. Like duos was bad. Solo was like whatever. Squads was the easiest to get a match in.
You didn't know anyone you were playing with, right? Or you just play with randoms?
No, I was just playing with random people.
That's cool though. And they took away like game chat or the proximity chat too in PC.
No, they didn't. They might have like.
I thought they did.
I think what happened is they made it because I didn't realize they made it a setting and the default setting's off. Because when me and you played, the proximity chat was just happening to us, and then today. Someone said, hey, is there proximity chat still? Because I didn't hear anybody talking. I go, I don't know. Let me check. And then it was set to off. And I hadn't changed anything. I had off default settings.
Interesting.
So maybe they turned it to off.
I didn't realize that. Because, I noticed like some streamers playing and they don't have like the, like Shroud would always play. When he'd play, people were like, oh my God, it's Shroud.
Really? Oh, that's so funny.
He'd be like, hello. Or Choco Taco. They're like, Choco.
Yeah, I turned it on, and in the final match, there was a girl. laying down, like trying to hide in the final circle. There was like, you know, say 3 teams left. Her team was dead. She was probably like, I think she was solo. She was hiding, and she was really close to our team. And then one of my teammates killed him, and she was like, "No, I thought you didn't see me." And then like she disconnected. It was like funny, like hearing their voice.
Yeah, it is really fun. I wish console had it, but I think it's just like the terms, like people would just be like cursing at each other and shit.
Yeah, I think it probably happens, but Xbox, yeah, it's probably just
they're a little bit tighter grip on that stuff than PC.
Yeah. Did you see the word is that like, I think it says it on the, when you log into Xbox, and they posted about it somewhere, that like the initial crossplay, which is supposed to be on PTS this week, but they never launched it. They said last week of September, that like initially they're not going to have any audio support between the consoles, and that some people are saying that you might not even be able to squad up with them off the bat, that they're just going to be like in your game. Yeah, and then eventually, you know, they'll add all that stuff, but I don't mind off the bat. I just think it's fun to have.
No, I don't think it's necessarily a bad thing, but yeah, I think it's not a good thing, but it's not the worst case scenario. Like, you'll have more full games still. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it's not going to change it. And most of your friends that you're playing with are probably on your console anyway. You're not going to probably change your whole player friend base. You know what I mean?
No. And like, honestly, if you had like your best friend for some reason had a PS4 and you have an Xbox, like you could figure out a way, like Discord or something, to like talk to them if you wanted to. You know what I mean?
Exactly. So, you're not, you know, exactly. It's not the end of the world.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you be able to be on the same team? I guess would be kind of.
I don't know that. That's kind of like a alleged thing, but the voice chat makes sense because it's like 2 different party chats and stuff.
Yeah, unless you're using the game chat though.
I thought they would just use game chat, but they said that's not even going to work off the bat. That's confirmed pretty much, that stuff's going to be like problematic. I think they said off the bat.
Really?
Someone was saying in the chat today that they heard, this is a lot of like alleged hearsay, so sorry for mentioning on the podcast, but that
it's okay.
That Rocket League, which has crossplay, might not have the audio support either, and they've had it for like a long time. So that could be a bad sign that like there might not be audio support coming. I don't know.
What about Fortnite?
Fortnite, I think, does, so that's good. And dude, Call of Duty beta had crossplay.
Yeah.
I don't know what was going on though, because when I played the Call of Duty beta last weekend, most of the people I saw were just, it showed like their controller and the platform. So when I got into a lobby, it would just show all Xbox controllers, but then it showed some people that were playing on PC but with an Xbox controller. That makes sense. I don't know if did you play the beta at all?
Nah, I just didn't think it was worth the time to play the beta, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
I think I was like reading online, and like people were playing, like, you know, the pros were playing for like all that's the advertising and everything, and I think it was like streamers and pros, and like they're like the pros play with like PlayStation controllers, and then like they're playing with PC streamers, and like the PC streamers were like just melting some of these dudes, I think.
Yeah, it is I played with Spooky from the stream, who used to be in the stream a long time ago. He was playing on PC, and then when he got into our game, then we saw more people that were playing. Like, it seemed like because he was in our game, there was more people from PC with us. And he was saying that he was actually having a hard time because the auto aim in the game was so strong that like he was getting melted by a lot of console players, and that there's no auto aim on PC.
I did hear that too. Like the auto aim like just pings to people like very hard.
Dude, I don't even know how to talk about that game. That game, to me, the controls were such a disaster that it was so frustrating to me that I got like pretty salty about it for a little while, because so you hop into the game and you're like, okay, this is Call of Duty. I get it. It's COD, like totally recognize it. You get into the match, pretty much Call of Duty, but they changed the engine. So the player models look bigger, and you move kind of slower. So it almost feels, and there's more recoil. So it almost feels like you're looking at like a Battlefield game, you know?
Yeah.
But then you run around, you're like, okay, this is Call of Duty, the style, the map, more Call of Duty style. But like it feels like you're playing Battlefield. And then when I was shooting, I'm like, something just feels like super, super, super off. I don't get it. Like my aim was terrible. And I kept getting like just these weird, like where I could not aim on people. And then like sometimes it would like lock onto them and then get kind of messed up. And then Steve, our buddy Steve, like joined the stream. He's like, dude, you got to go into your settings. they completely like they changed all the settings up, and the default settings are really weird. So I went into the settings, and then under auto aim, the auto aim default was like this really, really aggressive auto aim that like pushed your controller like to where they were. And I kept like feeling that, like I would try to aim, but like my controller thumbstick like didn't feel like it was moving properly. So then there was like options where you could turn auto aim off. You could have like, it was called like classic auto aim, standard, and like another one. And I was like, dude, this is so confusing. And then I went to like another controller setting that's like so basic. I forget what it was. It was auto aim. And then there was another one. I can't think of what it was, but they had like all these options, and the default option, everyone was saying like, don't do that, you know? And then they had all these things where like, it was like, do you want to aim on an S curve or like a Y curve? I'm like, what the fuck is this, dude? Like, this isn't like a graph. It's just a game. Like, why do you have, I mean, I guess more options is the better, but yeah, basically there's all this stuff, like the default graphics were set to grainy, and that people were like, oh, you got to turn that off. There was like crazy motion blur, so that when you turned left and right, your screen would get blurry. And then you can just turn it off, and then it made it easier for you to see people. So I'm like, why would you
even default have that as an option?
But even if it is an option, why would you default it to motion blur, which is harder to see? So now that the casual player is going to not go through all the settings, right? Like I didn't even almost go through all the settings.
Yeah.
So like the casual player is going to have the shitty auto aim on, the S curve, whatever I was talking about, motion blur where they can't see shit. And I'm like, what the fuck? Oh dude, I don't know, man. I know it's just a video game, but I'm like, this is the dumbest thing I've ever seen. Like, why would they do that? I don't know. It's confusing. And then, so I went one game.
Dude, why would you go through the trouble and make it like that?
Yeah, it's crazy because I'm pretty good at Call of Duty. In the first game I played, I was like 1-30, and then I made those adjustments, and then I went like, I had a normal game, and I was like, I had like 20 kills. I'm like, what? How is there that big of a difference with these like settings? But
yeah, I don't get that.
Yeah, but to go back, I think now that I'm calmed down about getting salty about that, I just needed to rant over.
It's fine.
I think that like it's better to have those options, because if you're like really competitive, you can really customize like exactly how you want your thumbsticks and the auto aim to feel.
Yeah.
But again, like the best setting should be default for like for new players, or they should be like, hey, our settings have changed. Like, let's go through these new settings that have never been in Call of Duty before.
Yeah.
Or that I've never seen before, at least.
I just don't understand why they would even make those settings. Like what is what was the thought process there that like these are good ideas? You know what I mean? Like what? I don't know.
I think they just want, more options the better, because if you're like really competitive, then you can really kind of tweak like every little thing. But sometimes like just so many options can be convoluting and like kind of confusing, I think.
Yeah, I guess so.
And I think like PC has a million options, so, and like hardcore players like the extra options. I think that it's just a hardcore player thing, that like they really want to tweak every little sensitivity and like this and that. And for me, even though I consider myself more of a hardcore player, I usually leave my settings on pretty much like default.
Yeah, same. I mean, I'm not a hardcore player really anymore, at least for that game. But I guess it's different, like PC settings or like Xbox settings, I guess. They must like just be trying to overcompensate so people with a console could keep up with people without, on a keyboard and mouse.
Yeah, I think so. That could be it too. That could be it. But I mean, overall, the game was it was just like there was a lot of that stuff going on where you'd be like, why is this happening? And then you look and you're like, oh, this setting is just like really weird. And there was a lot of frustrating things in the game. I mean, overall, I liked it, but I had to say, man, I just did not have fun. It's like the first Call of Duty where I was like thinking about canceling my pre-order. It was not like a super fun experience. It just felt weird. There was these guns that like basically felt like you had to use, and then if you go to like snipe or use a heavy machine gun, when you went to aim, the time to aim down your sight was really slow. So say if you had like a large machine gun, it took like legitimately a second to go from like it being at your hip to aiming down sights. And then if someone ran around the corner, the time to kill was so fast that you would die instantly to somebody with an SMG or shotgun or an AR. Like it was probably the fastest time to kill at any Call of Duty I've ever seen. So like the frustration level is just like so high in that game where you're just getting like absolutely lit up. And then there's
you move slower, don't you, too, or something? You just don't feel like you move as fast.
I felt like you moved a little slower, and then the mini map adjustments, like people don't pop up on your mini map when they're like shooting, and the UAVs aren't super like common, because people are like dying faster, and then like it was pretty. There's a lot of dark spots in the map. There's so many barrels. Like you walk into like down a street and there's 1,000 barrels, and like someone can be behind any barrel. So you're like, it just felt like a trap. Like every which way you went, if you were moving, you pretty much were gonna die, like down a street or something. I was just like, man, this is frustrating, but I could see it being really good for like tactical gameplay. Like you're playing with a squad and you're like, everyone's kind of covering a corridor, but then like, is that what you want it to be? Like everyone's just kind of standing, like looking at each other, waiting for somebody to move. I don't know.
Yeah. They just kind of created like a lot of choke points and not so much a flowing map.
Yeah. Man, dude, the maps sucked, dude. The 3 maps they showed sucked. I did not like them at all.
Yeah.
There's this desert map that was horrific. It was so bad. It was just doo-doo brown town, man.
It kind of reminds me of Call of Duty Ghosts, right? Remember how bad those maps were for us?
It does kind of remind me of Call of Duty Ghosts maps.
Is it the same creators? I think it is. I think it is the same creators as Ghosts. Why would you do that? I think part of it was as soon as you said you were playing it, I was like, oh, maybe I'll go get the pre-order and get the beta, and then you were like, you were very about it, and I was like, you know what, like,
yeah,
I only get to play so many games in a week, and I'd rather just play PUBG. So I just stayed away from it. But like, it kind of goes back to when we talked about this in the street. They had the streamer day and all that stuff, and like T Martin we talked about, and like how much they hated it. Like not hated it, but all the issues. It seems like they fixed some issues, but like the time to kill is a big one, and it seems like that is still a big issue.
Yeah. I guess it's my cat meowing. I think like I don't know, the time to kill thing is kind of like a weird issue because it's Call of Duty. There's no armor. Like I don't know. Does it just feel faster because we're used to playing PUBG and like Blackout and there's like armor and stuff, or is it? I don't know. Like
I think it's all. I think they just changed it, which I feel like it should be easy to change back or something, but I don't know. I also think that. Remember when they didn't have the mini map, and that was something T Martin had complained about, and a lot of other people complained about, and now they put it in. Kind of interesting. And I know Shroud was playing it. I was like watching some videos at the gym, and he was saying like the spawns just seem like you get the spawns flip, and you're just on top of each other real quick.
Yeah, dude, there was just a lot of issues like that where you're like, dude, it's almost like Call of Duty is going backwards, like Madden style, where like. The game hit this point where Call of Duty was so great, and now they're trying to like reinvent the wheel, which I guess that's the thing. They're stuck. Call of Duty's just in a shitty spot. If they do the same thing, nobody cares. If they do like they're not innovating, and if they try to innovate, people hate it. It's like they're in such a bad spot with that.
But it comes down to that they need to stop making different Call of Duties and make one game and produce updates for it.
Yeah. Yeah, they played themselves. They should have stopped a long time ago, but they didn't have the balls to.
No, yeah. Like, they could change the game mechanics a lot, like, over time. Like, you know what I mean? It could be, pick a game that has, like, the best reviews, best settings, and stuff like that. Start with that, and then just kind of build off of it. I mean, Black Ops 4 wasn't my favorite Call of Duty, but it was the better one of the last couple, right? So... like go from there, build. You know what I mean? Like why reinvent the wheel every year?
Yeah, if they announced that like this one was like basically like the last Call of Duty and they were gonna update it from here on out, like that would be pretty cool. I'd be stoked, and then I'd be more in about it.
Yeah.
But then someone was saying in the stream, it's like, do you even really have faith that like they're gonna like fix it? Like, because they're probably just working on the next Call of Duty soon. You're like, yeah, shit, I don't know. Like, and they're working on Battle Royale. I mean,
yeah. I heard they're releasing a Battle Royale, and it will be available for PlayStation players only for like a long period of time or something like that. But I don't know.
There was talk about a different game mode called like survival mode or something, where
yeah.
it's going to be on for PlayStation players for a year only. Now a lot of people are upset about that because
so dumb,
they were saying that like this year, you know, like it's going to be, there's PS4 still exclusive, but like there's going to be like less lag time and stuff like that because of crossplay. So yeah, for them to drop that now, like I saw a lot of people were pissed about that today on Twitter. And like,
it's so dumb. Why would you do that?
Yeah, it's just stupid. You're like you're doing crossplay, but then you're alienating again like people that play on Xbox.
Yeah. You just kind of like, you took a step in the right direction, then you were like, I'm gonna fuck this up a little bit.
Yeah, dude. It's just a weird thing, and even with crossplay, like things are getting kind of crazy. Like I just don't know. Gaming's in a weird spot right now, but they definitely, I think everyone can agree that they play themselves by just continuing to release games that like. It's just not. I don't know. It's just weird. It's hard to say in the words like how the game plays. It just didn't feel that like fun. I don't know, man. The ground war felt pretty fun. The ground war was like a giant map because then it literally felt like you were just playing Call of Duty Battlefield. Like there was helicopters and tanks and shit. But then again, some of that stuff was kind of like weird too. But it was fun.
Was there a mini map on that? Because that was the one where people were like, "There's no mini map," and holy shit, it's so crazy. It didn't even make sense.
Yeah, their mini map seemed to be like, I remember seeing red dots like all the time, so I think the mini map was like more popular there.
Yeah.
But yeah, and the footsteps, dude, the footsteps. So like now that there's really no mini map, I'm kind of and because of playing PUBG, like you're so used to using footsteps. So like I would be running around and like the footsteps were so off to me, and I'm like, dude, this is not even like.
Man.
And there's so many crazy noises like as you're playing, you know, there's like guitar riffs going on, like you captured B, and then they're like there's all this music and shit, and you're like, yeah, I can't hear anything, dude. Like I can't even hear people talking. I can't hear anything.
Yeah.
But I think that's just being like used to PUBG and stuff. But you know, I don't know, man. They're just stuck. It's just they need to pick. Like I was talking about today, like it's just make the game like PUBG. Tactical, or just keep it run and gun Call of Duty and it's loud and there's noises and you're not listening for footsteps and you're looking at the radar. Like they're like they're in this like in between spot trying to do both, and it's like it makes for a weird game experience. You know what I mean?
Yeah, just make it like some like points pop up and call it a day. And it's all kill streaks now again too, right? It's not the score streaks. So they were in score streak. It was kill streaks, score streaks, and now it's back to kill streaks, right?
Yeah, I think so, man. And that stuff's annoying too. And there's this new feature where like you still get these abilities now, like that, that every character earns over time. And the default one is you put up like a shield on the ground, and then there's like an ammo one, and then there's like this drone. And I'm like, what? Enough of these. Like I think people don't like the abilities, you know. And then like people are putting shields everywhere, and you're like, what? I don't know, man. I thought it was supposed to be like a remake. I was honestly expecting more of like a Modern Warfare 2 style game or Call of Duty 4 style game, really back to the basics, more tactical, more about like listening for audio, more like old school style maps. I thought that's what it was going to be like.
Yeah.
Like
I thought so. I thought so too.
Yeah, it's just like not. It's like them trying to shove Battlefield into like really small shitty maps, and I'm like, it sucks.
It's just, why would they do that? I don't get it.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I feel like, do I not support them and cancel the pre-order? Are you gonna get it? Like, I don't know what to do.
I don't know what I want to do yet. I want to buy it because it's just like I know it's
not the end of the world, but
I want to buy it, but I'm torn. I'm just like, why am I gonna spend money on this if I'm gonna hate it? It's just not gonna restore my faith. Like, I don't know, man. I played so much Call of Duty in my life.
I know, but it'd be weird to miss the launch. It's like a tradition to play.
I know. And it's a hard decision. I haven't quite decided yet.
Yeah, I'm gonna make like a video, I think, about it, and I'll probably watch like some footage and see, like, think about it. But all I know is that there was a lot of times where I was kind of like frustrated. Even when I was playing well, I was like, I don't know, man. I was kind of laughing about like some of the things that were happening.
Yeah, I mean, like, my time is limited to play games and stuff like that. So it's just like I want to play the games that A, my friends are playing, and B, that I'm going to enjoy. So it really comes down to that. You know, if a majority of people are buying it that are my friends, that would definitely change my mind. But if no one's really getting it, kind of leaning away from it then. You know what I mean? I think that it's almost like we need to boycott it for them to like learn a lesson or something. You know what I mean? Like, come on.
Yeah. I wonder what the sales are going to be like. Well, we'll see. I mean, I asked the stream and like most people were like not interested in it. Only a few people were.
Yeah, I saw that. I was like really like, wow, this is just, you know, it's sad almost, you know?
And it seems like the sentiment too is like back in the day, people could not get enough of like domination, and neither could I. Like I could play domination for years and years and years, and I did. But now it's like the fix is battle royale, and I feel like that's like where everybody's at. You know,
I think a big component of it also was just like the competition of it. Like people used to talk so much in parties and stuff like that, and now there's like no shit talking in the game lobbies, and that was like a huge aspect. Was like getting into a game and like playing a team that's really hard, like or really good and like equally as good, and you would just talk shit, and then all of a sudden like you'd have like a whole bunch of just games where you're just like, you know what I mean, like fighting back and forth and just yelling at each other.
Yeah, you just reminded me of those lobbies where you would talk shit to somebody and then you'd like win or lose and then you'd stay in and play them a second time. Remember that? Like nobody would leave. And you'd be like, all right, we're going to play these guys again. Like F them. Oh, that was fun. Those are fun times. You're right about that.
Yeah.
You're right.
I'll never forget like Black Ops 2 was like very big. Like when we played that. Because I remember playing so many games and just being in so many games that we'd always just be...
Yeah, even in Black Ops 1, we'd be like just trash talking so bad.
Oh my god, it's so bad.
Yeah, it's kind of true. I feel like that's definitely kind of lacking. That's right. And then like then you feel like you have no reason. Like if you just get into a random game, Call of Duty game, there's just like no purpose of whether you win or lose. There's no like, oh, I know this team, I want to win this team, beat this team. There's like no purpose. That's the issue.
Yeah. If no one's like, there's not that competition because you're not like, yo, you suck. Like, your KD sucks. Like,
yeah.
You know, like, it's not even like necessarily KD, but people would be like, yo, look at you all the way down there, bro. You're like, I can't hear you from up here. Stupid bullshit like that.
Yeah. But other than that, like, how do you make competition in a game? I mean, you gotta have some kind of incentive or like really highlight like your win-loss ratio or like, or have some kind of thing where like maybe the person who's like won 5 games in a row gets like a thing like this guy's got a bounty. Like if you beat this guy and his team, like you get extra points or something, you know? Like there needs to be some kind of way to incentivize people to like want to try a little bit more, you know? Or like if you group up, like if you're playing solo and you like do some kind of team thing, you get extra points like with your team. I don't know. Something like that. There's gotta be, because everything's incentive based, you know, and like the incentive was for a lot of people was they just wanted to get good KD, they wanted the trash talk, and if someone trash talked them, they wanted to beat them. That was like the incentive, and that's like kind of gone now. Nobody really cares about their KD as much. Trash talking's gone, so there's like just no. People care about winning chicken dinner because it's 1 out of 100, so that's the incentive. The odds are low, and it's like it's kind of risk reward kind of thing, and people want that win. It feels good because it's rare, you know?
I mean, yeah, it's definitely way more rare, obviously. And I think that there's more commitment in the game as well. You know, you're spending an hour, like 20 minutes playing a single
half
game.
Hour, yeah. Mm-hmm.
So to get all the way to the end and get like 3rd place, you're like, what the fuck? Like,
yeah, but that used to happen too sometimes if you're like, it's like the match is to 100, team deathmatch or 75, and you're like, it's 73, 73, and then you end up losing. You're like, it's so close. Like that kind of still happens sometimes, but in COD, but not the same time commitment.
Yeah,
but I guess we've hashed this in the past too. So
we've definitely touched on it, but it's right now we're kind of just reiterating because we're coming at new Call of Duty, you know.
Yeah, the Call of Duty. I can't believe it's here, man, but. I just don't know. And are they even doing like a campaign? I have no idea. I haven't really been following it like that much. Like
no clue.
I don't know because
I'm gonna look that up. 2019.
They bailed on that with
2019
Black Ops 4
Modern Warfare campaign ?
Yeah, and after that, you should do a Twitch check. Or
it says I think there is. It looks like the new Call of Duty Modern Warfare campaign trailer is sure is Call of Duty. So yeah, there is. It looks like maybe we knew this, and then we want to do Twitch. So Twitch, clicky keyboard.
Yeah, we do our if you're new to listening to the podcast, well, thanks for listening to us rant. And second of all, in making it this far. Third of all, we usually do a Twitch check, not every time, but when we remember, we try to and see just like what people are watching on Twitch and what's popular right now. Obviously, it's not foolproof, but it's just kind of like a guesstimate of what people are into.
Yeah, something to see. So right now, Fortnite with 100,000 viewers. Okay. You have League of Legends in second with 90,000. Then you have Just Chatting. World of Warcraft, which Shroud is streaming, and he has 18,000 viewers, which is lower for him. I think he usually is at like the 30s. Grand Theft Auto is in fifth. And I don't see Summit. He hasn't been on lately, I guess. Or maybe Summit's playing this.
Yeah, that's pretty solid, though. I mean, GTA and League of Legends
always is up there. Yeah, Dota. Dota, Overwatch. Is it Overwatch has? No, Overwatch doesn't have anything going on, but they're up there. Then you got Counter-Strike, FIFA. The new FIFA, I think, just came out. Planet Zoo, is that a joke? Minecraft, Rainbow Six Siege, and then you have PUBG. So PUBG's in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13th, which isn't bad. Then Apex Legends is 14th. And then Team Fight Tactics is in 15th. So, and then we start to kind of wind down to the stuff we don't really know, like Call of Duty, Black Ops 4 is in 16th, 17th place. Then you have Borderlands is a couple of spots behind that. So
interesting.
Yeah, I think the new FIFA must have just came out.
Yeah, probably, or pretty recently. It usually comes out around this time.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, interesting. It's always, remember when we thought Apex Legends was going to be the thing? And remember there's like 250,000 viewers watching Apex Legends and stuff like that. It was like,
yeah, but off the back, the hype machine was real, and I think they've done an okay job updating and stuff like that, but I haven't followed that at all, but that game needs like another map or a bigger map or something.
Yeah, it's extremely fast paced as compared to the other games.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know, man. I feel like that game also suffers from like the barrier to entry on that game too. Like, I think games need to like chill out with like adding. It's good to update your game, but like adding so much stuff. Like just thinking about going to that game with like a million different characters and abilities, like it's such a big learning curve.
Yeah, no, it's definitely tougher. It's not the same. I mean, Fortnite has a learning curve as well.
Oh yeah, it does for sure. Pretty big learning curve.
But I think the thing is with Apex Legends is like recharging the shield. You have the health packs. There's just some different moving parts. I mean, it's not like it's hard to learn. It's just definitely different than, which is a good thing. They shouldn't all be the same.
Yeah.
But maybe it's less so for a Fortnite player to Apex Legends as it is a PUBG player to Apex Legends. I'm not really sure.
Yeah. But I think like on the flip side, like PUBG has like I'm sure if you just hop into PUBG for the first time, it sucks because there's no auto aim and whatever. It's a tough game. But once you like learn how to play PUBG, like if you come back 6 months later, it's not like there's gonna be like a mech in the game and you're like, what the hell is this, dude? Like, it has special powers and there's like new magic shit in the game. Like, yeah, there might be a new shotgun, but like it's not gonna be much different than like what you saw the last time you were in the game.
Yeah,
which to me I like. That. Yeah, like you could go on Apex and there could be like dragons. You have no idea. I have no idea what's in that game. I have no idea what's going on.
Yeah, and I think over there. I think that part is that Fortnite really tries to appeal to their major audience, which is younger kids, right? So they're gonna try to put in cool shit.
Yeah,
you know what I mean, and I understand that. Like that's like you have to admit, like, and even if you're a professional Fortnite player who's mostly high school students, but like you see some of these guys streaming Fortnite and it's like Courage JD, he's like our age, and I'm like, okay, like it's a bunch of little kids like playing this game for the most part, I mean, like,
yeah,
for the most part, but like, so they're gonna go for that target audience. They're going to try to put in like, let's put in mechs and robots and stuff because like kids like that shit,
Yeah, I mean, a lot of adults play, but you're 100% right. It's mostly that,
and it's funny because it's like you're watching like them tweet about it, like these like big streamers, and they're like, "Listen to the fans, get rid of the mech." It's just like, dude, like the game was like not made.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
It's like they're trying to get some kids to like play the game and like buy stuff, and what I mean, buy the cool colored mech. You know what I mean?
Totally. Yeah, like it's just to me it's not. I don't mind like what it's in the game. I just think like sometimes when you update the game too much, it's like a counterintuitive thing. Like for example, with Team Fight Tactics, that's the League of Legends game that I really enjoyed, but I haven't been playing it recently because of two reasons. A, like I just don't have the time to play another game like that right now because like I really like it. Like I could spend a lot of time, and I need to focus on YouTube and like PUBG stuff. But second, if you just try to casually play the game, Teamfight Tactics, it's like chess, let's say, right? But they're constantly changing it. They change it so much that every time I go back into the game, there's new characters that like the rules have kind of changed. Not the rules, but like the meta of the game of like what you do has changed. And if you don't understand the meta, then you like basically just give up. Like you're basically just wasting your time because you're just going to lose. So then like, and because it's changing on a week-to-week basis, like you need to play every week to know like the ever changing meta. When like, to me, a great game, like if you're playing chess, you don't just like sit down and have to relearn chess every time you go to play it and like update chess. It's just chess. So like to me, keeping it kind of like the same game at the core is important. And I just feel like these games like keep pushing that so far, like changing it all the time. But I have like a crazy opinion. I don't know. Maybe I'm like way off here, but
nah. I think it is kind of tough. Like if you play one week and the next week it was like the shopping carts were in there and all of a sudden everyone's zipping around. I mean, you pick it up quick. Like let's be honest, it can't take you that long. I guess so. But no, you're changing, right. And sometimes you're definitely. But it is changing.
No, but like you said, some people, a lot of people, mostly I guess adults, might only play once or twice a week a game. So like if you're playing once or twice a week and then every time you get on, it's kind of changing. It's tough. Like that's how much I was playing TFT sometimes. Like sometimes I just played twice a week or 3 times a week. Like I'm saying 3 games, not even 3 times a week. I'm saying like I played maybe 3 to 4 games a week sometimes. And like then I would like maybe 2 in a night or 3 in a night, and that would be it for the entire week. And then I'd get on and be like, oh my God, there's an update. This character like is bad now and I got to use this character. And then like, I don't know. And like you said, you don't have time to really like, you know, it's hard if you're trying to have fun on PUBG. Then if you were going over to Apex, it just becomes like a whole thing. Yeah. But then it's also kind of good though, because it kind of locks you into that game. Like if you're playing Apex, you don't want to go back to PUBG because it's like, oh, there's a learning curve. I understand Apex now. So it's kind of like a good thing for them, I guess, because it keeps them like, if you want to be good at Apex, you have to keep playing it to know the update or Fortnite. Because if you're not good with the newest ability, then like. So I guess maybe they do it on purpose.
Yeah, I mean, I get it. But I think that the large part of the player base is probably more casual gamers, right? Or would you think that most people are hardcore gamers?
I don't know, man. I think a large part of the player base is people who play a lot. So whether they're hardcore or casual, who knows? But like most people who play are probably playing a lot. And nowadays people are playing even more. People play so much video games now. It's kind of shocking to me, dude. It's like, it's kind of crazy.
No, it's definitely pretty wild, like how different it is as compared to a couple years ago, or you know, when we were like 22, you know, even like 7 years ago. Won't say ages, bro, but yeah, like 10 years ago and stuff like that. When we were in high school, all these different times, it was not like how it is.
Yeah, I feel like if you gamed like 2 or 3 hours, like wow, it's a long gaming session. Now, like I stream for like 7 hours. I'm like, damn, that was long. People are like, dude, I streamed for like 50 hours yesterday. I'm like, what the hell, dude?
Yeah. I literally haven't stopped streaming in weeks.
Yeah, it's tough, man. It's like I don't know. I don't know, man.
It can't be, I don't know. I was going to say it can't be good for you, but I don't think it's bad for you either, so.
No, it definitely can't be good for you. It definitely can't be good for you, man. It definitely can't be good for you. You're sitting just all day, not moving.
Yeah, you shouldn't be sitting all day, first off. But it's one of those things, like I have a desk at work where I can stand or sit, and I can like do mad work standing, but I don't know if I could play video games standing.
Yeah, I wish I had one of those desks. I would love to try it out. But yeah, I wonder if I would be able to game standing. To me, it's more about the height of the monitor, like where my head is, you know, gaming wise, but I don't know.
Yeah,
I'd be interested to see.
There's like a certain way you're supposed to have your desk too when you're standing. Like it should be this high and like the monitor should be this high.
I see. Yeah. Yeah, like the ergonomics of it. I don't know, man. Just thinking about stuff, it's just kind of crazy. There's just a lot of time. Like, yeah, but you know, it is what it is. I try to split some time between like YouTube and stuff, so it's hard to make videos and like stream because it's, you know, the streaming is so competitive. Everyone's trying to stream. Everyone streams. Everyone's putting in mad time, and then like the videos are tough too because if you don't put in the time, then you make a shitty video. So then you're like, that sucks. So we got to do that as well.
Yeah.
And speaking of all that stuff, dude, I made a funny video that was like on social media today about the BRDM that came out of nowhere. Did you see that?
Yeah,
today?
I watched it. That was hilarious. I was like, what the? That's awesome.
Yeah, it was pretty ridiculous. I posted like over social media. Actually, it was getting some like traction, but it made me laugh, dude. It was honestly one of the funnier things that's happened in PUBG because it just literally BRDM came out of nowhere.
Well, I guess someone got
saved my ass.
At the top of the hill and just rolled down.
Yeah, it looked like on the kill feed someone got killed by a vehicle. So I think that guy might have got right before the BRDM came down. So I think the guy might have got out of the BRDM and it might have rolled him over on him and killed him. And then it rolled down the hill. And you guys can find the video if you just check out any of my social media platforms like Blitz5 on pretty much any platform I posted it on today. And it was... I was in the blues getting shot at. I had like no health. I was totally screwed. I've been looking for a vehicle the whole game. And I was just like, dude, I can't find a vehicle. No health. This stinks. The loot's been terrible. I was like literally being like, this stinks so bad. And then I go outside. I'm like, well, F it. I'm just going to risk it. And a BRDM just rolls right into a tractor right next to me from down a hill. And I just got in the BRDM and drove away. And I was like, this is so funny. It was ridiculous.
What is fate right now?
Yeah. And to end on some more PUBG stuff, man, since we're talking about it anyways, how funny was the lion thing today?
Oh my god, dude!
They had to take
that,
yeah. So
that was killing me.
Oh, let me preface it. So patch 4.3 is live on the PUBG PC right now, and that includes the DBS shotgun, which is new shotgun in the game. We can like break all this stuff down real fast. The new shotgun is sick nasty. I haven't used it in a game, but like it's killer. It's got 14 rounds. It pumps off shots like really, really fast, and up close, it's an insta kill with one shot. Damn. And if someone has like level 3 gear, then it's 2 shots, and the first 2 shots you shoot are so fast, so it's basically like insta death. And it sounds super loud. It looks cool, but it's only in the crates, and it's going to be really hard to get because now it's there's an AWM, M249, Groza, AUG, MK14.
MK14.
Am I missing something? It might be 5 weapons.
MK14.
Yeah, MK14, M249, AWM, Groza, AUG. Am I missing another gun? I think that might be it. And then there's now the DBS. There might be another gun. So we're saying 1 out of 6 or 1 out of 7 guns now. So it decreases the odds for whatever your favorite crate weapon is now. And some people hate shotguns, and now it's even harder to get the DBS. But now with the flares and stuff, there's more crates and stuff. But I really want to get in game and use it. So that's out. And with that there's a new survival mastery. I have videos on my channel if you guys like want information about it, if you're listening to this. But it's a pretty cool update. Not the biggest update of all time, but it's pretty interesting. And they brought in the Halloween outfits, and this is coming to Xbox. It will be live on Xbox 2 weeks from now. And so they have like, it's all Wizard of Oz themed kind of stuff, not officially sponsored by Wizard of Oz. It's like Dorothy. It's got the Scarecrow. It's got a Tin Man level 3 helmet. And there's not a whole Tin Man outfit.
Yeah.
And then there's a lion outfit. And they actually removed the lion outfit from the store. There's only the head available because while the lion was parachuting, the tail looked like a dick, like flying through like it would go through his legs and it looked like a dick.
It doesn't even make sense physics-wise because the tail will be flying behind you.
Yeah, the tail was like in between his legs. And what's funny is it's obviously the lion's tail, so like the fact that they removed it to me is kind of extra PC of them, but honestly the picture is hilarious if you like Google it. It made me laugh.
1,000 words.
Yeah, it was really funny. That was on I posted that on Facebook today.
That was hilarious. It was worth it. The fact that someone like noticed it too very quickly was kind of funny.
Yeah, I guess a lot of people were sharing the photo, but the original photo seems to be posted by someone in South Korea who was playing the game like right after it updated, and that's so dumb. Why Wizard of Oz too? Like, what a weird like one to do. Like of all the things Yeah, they never said that officially. I was just like, it's clearly Dorothy and it's clearly Scarecrow, Lion, and like whatever. So it seems like that's what
I guess is that for like Halloween?
Yeah, I mean, I guess because it kind of fits that theme a little bit, you know, like because they're out like Halloween outfit, and there's other Halloween outfits in the game as well.
Is there gonna be like a clown outfit again? Well,
I guess no. There's gonna be no. Unfortunately, no. There's a Scarecrow. It's like a scary Scarecrow.
Oh, it's scary Scarecrow.
Yeah, there's like 2 pirate ones, and then there's like a skeleton like girl like outfit.
Oh my goodness, that's scary.
That's super scary.
Scary Scarecrow.
Yeah, but the skins look a lot better. So for people that are into that stuff, they look better. Like the prices were lower on PC. Like back in the day, I paid $18 for that stupid clown outfit. But you know,
it ended up being worth it because
it ended up being worth it because it's super rare and it's so trolling. People like it. But now that all of the things were on sale for like $7-8 and they're way better quality, and I still think that's a little high, but it's way better than before. The quality is better and the price is better. Yeah. So it's trending in the right direction. Than before.
$18 is ridiculous for an outfit in a game. You know what I mean? A little bit. It's borderline a little bit ridiculous.
No, it is completely ridiculous, especially for the quality of the stuff they were putting out. It was absolutely ridiculous.
Oh, at the time, yeah. That was like PUBG was like still shit.
Yeah.
It was like just getting out of shit. Like it's like you're like it was shit, then it was like a shoe that was in shit. And now it's like they scraped the shit off finally. But it's still in like the cracks of the shoe.
Yeah. I mean, it is playing a lot better now.
I crashed last night, actually. I was pissed.
I haven't crashed in a game in a while, but that sucks. That stinks.
Yeah, I crashed. And we ended up, like, I got back in, and then we got in the circle, and then we just destroyed, like, immediately. Yeah.
Wow. That's annoying.
Yeah, it sucks, but what are you going to do? Life goes on.
Yeah, I crash a lot like when I'm like in the menu system before I get into a game. Like it will just crash back to the lobby, and I'm like, well, okay. No. Better now than in the game.
Yeah, better out than in, they say.
Better, yeah. What was I gonna say? I was saying that if PUBG was in this state, this is like kind of, I guess, just like not pointless, but whatever. If PUBG was in this state when it first came out, I think it would have just got a way better head start, like on console. Obviously, they needed to be. They just weren't in the spot that's impossible. They were still in development. They're still like new as a company, and now you can tell like now PUBG seems like a legitimate company. They have like serious stuff going on. They're doing cool social media things now. Like they seem like they're more of like heading towards a bigger company. And,
they're definitely doing it.
They have more developers. They have the capability. They're updating the game more and everything, but it's just like I think they lost so much traction because people were like, obviously it's easier to go play Apex, a game that doesn't crash, or Fortnite, a game that's actually like completed, than play Xbox. Because John Green was saying, he's like, dude, I have a bunch of buddies that are like in their 30s and 40s and they play Fortnite and Apex over PUBG. And not that your age really matters. It's, you know, you can enjoy any game you want. I mean, the age doesn't matter, but he was just kind of making a joke about it. And
I get it for sure.
Yeah, so it's definitely something interesting, man. So that's that. The new update's coming out. It will allegedly be out soon. Hopefully, we'll see crossplay soon. And Call of Duty beta wasn't so great. I got Borderlands. That game is fun, but again, like I find myself, if I have time, like, you know, I'm playing PUBG, so it's hard to get the time in for that game. But the writing is so good that I definitely want to spend some more time playing it for sure.
You just gotta do it.
Yeah, you just gotta play. Just sit down and play. Just go for it.
Yeah, not care who's telling you otherwise.
Yeah, for sure. But you know, so it's just like everyone's busy, so it's just sometimes it's all about prioritizing your time and.
Yeah, it's definitely not easy.
Yeah, what you prioritize first, and anything else?
Guess so. So wrap it up, I guess.
Yeah. Let me wrap it up with this. This is random. So today I think you made fun of me today.
Me?
I was drinking Game Fuel today. Yeah, you're like, oh, dude, what are you doing?
Yeah. Oh, it was like,
Red Bull,
you're
cheating on Red Bull.
Getting a sponsor.
Yeah. Well, you know what? Red Bull, contact me, man. I'll drink Red Bull every day on the stream forever. I love you, Red Bull, but people have been mentioning Game Fuel's been out for a long time. I feel like.
Yeah, I've had Game Fuel a long time.
Yeah, I've never had it. So I got they had like a 2-for deal, and I bought the green one, which is like original flavor, and the yellow one, which was tropical.
Piss.
And I don't know. I don't know what is the caffeine content in here. It's only 90 milligrams, which is like
less than Red Bull, isn't it?
Less than Red Bull, but it's more ounces, so it's like more to drink. It's less sugar than a can of Red Bull, and 90 calories. So yeah, but it's like a, how dare I say this? It's a healthier soda. It's still got a lot of sugar in it, but it's got less soda than a regular can of less sugar than a regular can of soda. It's twice the size of a regular can of soda, and
more caffeine than a regular soda.
And it has like vitamins in it. So someone was saying, why don't you just drink Bang? But those things are like, I don't know sometimes how I feel about like 0 calories, zero anything, like chemicals. And it has creatine in it, man. I don't know if I trust that.
You don't need, Bang made some really weird claims about their drinks that like people were like, what? And yeah, you don't really need creatine all the time, guys. Definitely don't, for sure. It's just gonna make you fat. It just makes your body retain water.
Yeah, unless
you get it from red meat, unless you're lifting a lot and you're trying to like get big purposely, like you don't really need a lot of creatine. And also, like, dude, when I had that at E3, they were giving them out, dude. My stomach was like fucked up from it. Like, I was like, oh, dude, I felt like I ate like a fucking balloon. You know what I mean? My stomach was just like, what the hell did you just do to me, dude?
Yeah, I get that, man. I had one time. My sister's all about the Bang energy, and it was pretty rough as well. I kind of had the same feeling.
I want to try the Rain one. There's REI.
Yeah, Rain is pretty similar to Bang. It was kind of similar, actually.
Probably the same thing, pretty much. Yeah. I don't know.
I'm
also like not a fan of those companies that like their marketing scheme is like Instagram. I'm like, Jesus Christ, like, you know what I mean? It's just like girls posting their pictures of bikini and drinking one on the beach, like Bang energy. You're like, why do you need an energy drink to like lay on the beach?
Yeah, but I guess it's selling. So
yeah, that's what it does. It's selling, but I'm just like, this is like the cheapest marketing strategy in the world, but it's kind of genius, I guess.
Yeah, should I do it for the stream? I'm kidding. But this seems like a good alternative, like for soda, actually. Like if you're craving a soda and you don't want seltzer and like you want, or you're trying to have like for me, I don't like the sugar-free Red Bull, but I try not to drink Red Bull as much anymore because of the sugar. It'd be nice if they did something like this, like low sugar Red Bull, but like not completely, or like just a little bit of sugar or something.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I don't mind low sugar Red Bull. You're really not a big fan of it? I don't mind it.
I wish they did other flavors sometimes, because it's just the. You're right. They do. They have pear.
The pear is good. I just think it tastes fake, and sometimes the low sugar, the fake sugar, just like makes me not feel good. I think it's like sometimes I think for myself, it's better to have sugar than it is to have the fake sugar.
That's what a lot of people believe sometimes.
I think that like I'm getting like, I understand it's more calories and that sucks, but like I work out, like just watch what I eat that day. Like usually I get one sugar on Fridays. I get a sugar one and a 0 sugar one, and I'm fine. It's just like.
That's a good move.
I like to have a little bit of both. Yeah.
Yeah, I think you need to watch your sugar, and I'm pretty conscious of it. You know, some days I care less, but I think it's like kind of in moderation. Like you can't be drinking this stuff all the time.
No, I am though. Like it's funny. It's like I should like almost sponsor you, because now I want to buy a game fuel. I haven't had one since probably like high school, so I'm like, oh yeah, like sounds pretty good. Sounds enticing. Yeah, I had been eyeing them up like a couple of weeks ago. When I was at a store, I was like, oh, you know what? Like, maybe I'll just get one of these game fuels.
Yeah, the yellow one was really, really good. This one tasted kind of almost like just a weird Mountain Dew.
Yeah,
someone said the red one was good too, so I gotta go try that.
Isn't that the Code, like, kind of tastes like Code Red, isn't it? Because it's like...
Probably, I think they follow the same kind of flavors, yeah. I think they do.
Code Red Mountain Dew, bro. Remember that with Halo 3? Or no.
Oh.
There was a special Halo 3 one that looked kind of like Code Red, but it was more orangey. Remember
Yes,
that?
It was. Yeah, it was. It wasn't Livewire, because there was Livewire, but there was that special like Halo Mountain Dew that was orange.
So good, dude.
Let me see if I can Google it.
Orange.
Yeah, it was like a dark orange red. Here it is. It's like maybe it's blood orange. I just found it.
Maybe
it was Mountain Dew Game Fuel, Halo 4, and this was. Dew with a blast of citrus cherry flavor. I just found it. That's it.
No way.
I'm pretty sure that's what you're talking about. Oh no, this was just Livewire. So there's Livewire one, and then there was like this cherry.
Livewire was banging too, bro.
Yeah, if you Google Mountain Dew Halo, you'll see it. This one says Halo 4. Maybe I'm missing it.
Halo 3 Mountain Dew.
Was there a Halo 3 Mountain Dew? I don't know, man.
Wait, here it is. Here it is. Here it is. I see a picture of it. Limited edition. It was in a bottle, bro, for sure. Limited edition. Oh yeah, it's limited can. It just says limited edition game fuel.
Yeah, I see it.
Yeah,
it's orange, limited edition,
citrus and cherry flavor. You're right.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure that was it.
Shit.
Was it Halo? Yeah, that was it, man. I don't remember the can. I remember. I don't remember the can. I guess I just didn't buy the can. Oh, you know what? There's like a screenshot of like the bigger bottles, dude. Like the 2 liters, and those look very familiar.
Yeah.
Those are so good, dude. Oh, I wonder if you can still
Mountain Dew low key. Mountain Dew became like a meme, but honestly, Mountain Dew like really is legit. It's like for a soda, it's pretty good.
Dude, there's definitely people collecting this shit. Like, I wonder if I can buy it on Amazon. I guarantee you, there's some sort of like there's a can somewhere where you can buy like eBay. It's on eBay right now. You can buy these things. 1 can is $10. Wow. Oh, it's empty too. Are you kidding me? They either drank it, those jerks.
Wow, dude, that's like a grapefruit Red Bull. Like that was one of my favorite Red Bulls, and they don't make it anymore. I'm gonna tweet at them.
There's a this is Black Ops 3 Mountain Dew Game Fuel with lime flavor. It's $90, dude.
Wow,
$90 is the bid right now for it. It's full can. Like, someone's gonna buy that and drink it.
It's like full can. That's hilarious.
There's a Halo one here. It says unopened. It's only 18 right now. I might just buy it and drink it.
You're gonna buy it.
Oh, whoa! For all the Halo 3 Mountain Dew Game Fuel unopened pack of 12 cans, citrus cherry, 2007, $100.
Wow, you should buy it and then live stream it and invite all the people that you outbid. Just drink it,
dude. Someone's like, "Oh my god, he's drinking them!" Just crush them afterwards.
That's hilarious. Step on the can,
dude. If I was like super balling rich, like I would buy these and just drink them all day. I'd be like, yeah, I only drink when I'm gaming. Limited edition Game Fuel from 2007.
Yeah, I only drink. It's like aged wine, like 2007. What year Mountain Dew you're drinking? Oh, the 2017. It's funny, dude. I'm drinking the 2007 actually, 12 years ago. Damn.
Dude, I cannot believe it. Oh.
And you know when I was Googling that, it looked like that was when they changed the Mountain Dew from saying Mountain Dew to MTN Dew, because like some of them said the full Mountain. And hot take, man, I feel like they should have just kept Mountain Dew. I don't like the MTN Dew. I feel like that helps the meme. It just makes it more like I don't know. I miss the Mountain. Put the full word on there. It's a random take, but.
Yeah,
let's go back to old school Mountain Dew.
Yeah, I remember they like updated all the bottles and stuff like that. And then remember they came out with like the classic one, which was real sugar. That was banging Mountain Dew.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Where they had like the dude with the cowboy hat, like fucking Whistling Willie.
Yeah. I also think like they changed the can. It looks kind of like a little nerdier too. This current can. I'm like, I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah, I don't know.
Or maybe it just has really become a meme.
Honestly, though, bro, thinking about that Halo Mountain Dew just brings me back, bro. Brings me back to the good old days of gaming.
Yeah. Well, I know. I guess we're kind of pushing it on, but
yeah.
How about you sent me that thing, the ODST 10 years ago? I couldn't believe that. That doesn't make sense.
It does, though. If you think about it, if Halo 3 is 2007, we played ODST sophomore year. Because I remember playing in the dorm room.
Yeah, me and Andrew would, we were sophomores in college, and Andrew would come over into my dorm room and we played the shit out of ODST, man.
Co-op it.
And just co-op sitting there.
The most
in the wooden uncomfortable dorm room default chairs that they gave us, and we would just play, and like people would be walking in front of us like, get out of the way. Crossing by, like yelling at everybody.
Yeah.
And we just play.
I think we played Gears too. We played like Gears of War 2 or something. That game was long. So but that was freshman year. And I remember though with ODST we were both so disappointed because the online was just Halo 3. We were like, wait, what?
We're like, oh, because we were like broke college kids and we were like, we just pay for a game that's only single player and there's no multiplayer. We were like, what?
It's the same one we already had. We were like, wait.
Yeah. So I remember there was some confusion about that, about ODST and like what the game was actually like.
No one knew.
Yeah,
So
and remember
annoying.
Halo Wars 2 was out around then too, wasn't it? The RTS game.
I think
when we were in college, sometime around then.
Yeah, the first one.
I feel like it was.
So.
Yeah, I never played the second one, but
Wild, man.
Damn. Yeah, it's crazy, dude. That's nuts. All right, man.
Yeah, I guess that's it, man. We went on a 10-minute tangent on Mountain Dew.
Yeah, but it's funny, dude. Mountain Dew, so many flavors, and someone was saying there's a black edition or a black label edition that I gotta find and try. So I'll be on the lookout for some more Mountain Dew and get some more sugar in my system.
Yeah, let's get diabetes. Let's do it.
Yeah, man. All right, buddy. So I'll catch you around. Maybe we can game sometime this week or this weekend. I'm gonna be streaming on Saturday, and then
I'll probably be around
football Sunday. So
I'll be around most of Saturday actually. So I'll see you then.
All right, man. All right, everybody. Let them know.
Thanks for joining us in the final circle.
All right. I'll see you guys later. Thanks for listening. Peace.